my first creek picking video, I found an interesting rock with a plant growing in it. And I threw it up there to give it a chance to survive. And I heard a big loud crash. And we discovered this other ravine up here. And now I'm back here today. We're gonna walk upstream and explore what's up there. This ravine is a lot deeper and meaner looking than the other one. So who knows what could be in here. There's some kind of loud power generator or something going on over there. It wasn't on last time, so hopefully that's not ruining the audio. These two ravines meet right down there. So I'm gonna walk down there to where they meet. I didn't realize it in my first video until I was done making the video and on the way home. Let's get on with it. It's pretty rugged territory through here. That's a nice piece of steel right there. Not a bad way to start. So you're gonna throw that into the other ravine. Good shot, right in the middle. That other ravine is the way we're gonna go home. So, hey, here's that cable again that we found. I wonder what that is. I bet it's just a phone cable. You can see it's wrapped in metal, and it's just been coming off over the years. There's that wheelbarrow I pointed out that you probably couldn't see in the first video. If you want to check out my other creek picking videos, I got it linked down there in the bottom, down there in the description. That's actually a nice wheelbarrow. Look at this. That's tied up in that phone cable or whatever it is. I can't imagine what else it would be. Huh. Oh, dang. There we go. There it is. That's actually a usable wheelbarrow. Look at it. I thought it was just gonna be a piece of junk. That thing's solid. Watch out, dog. Watch out, baby. I'm sorry. You okay? It's okay. Come on. Yeah, tire is actually full of air. It's a perfect wheelbarrow. I didn't imagine it was going to be a perfect condition. Oh no, it is flat. Maybe somebody will look down here and see it before the floodwaters take it away. I don't have a need for it. Good dog, careful. Look at this, like an old pro. Good dog. Ooh. What are you gonna do there? How you gonna do that one? Huh? Go for it, baby. Let's see. Go. Go. You don't want to? Yeah, I know you can do that. Things I've seen you do already. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good dog. Well, hopefully this won't last long. Too bad the fence is there. Dumpster. Hello? 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 Well, shoot. This thing's getting divided up too far. I noticed in the last video I made, I noticed in the last creek picking video I made, when you start seeing it getting divided up like this, it gets smaller, and the main one gets smaller and smaller and smaller. It turns into an underground tunnel, and I have no idea where it goes. We'll go find out where it goes anyway. Good dog. How'd you get to be such a good dog anyway? Y'all was a good pig. This was a little bit of light I could see at the end of those tunnels. Just turned into underground storm sewer. That was unclimactic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to where we stopped on that first video. There was a large pool of water and we stopped in the tunnels. These tracks create a nice little cut through. And there's also interesting stuff right here. This has nothing to do with the railroad. Of course, it's also empty. It's an interesting deal right here. What's that? A file cabinet. Make sure it's not a $5,000 sitting in there somewhere. Huh. That's actually had a fire in it. There was a bunch of files in there that got burned one way or the other. Looks like someone was camping out here. Look at this, got a table, mattress. That was a nice mattress once upon a time. Pillow top. Little chair action. Oh, that's some kind of desk. No, it's not a chair. Some kind of cabinet on wheels. This is probably where they left all their junk when they took off. Pile of garbage. Headphones, little fan cover action. There's their chair. Come on. And I'm going to stop by that natural spring that I found and see if it's a hot spring or not. I'm real curious to find out the temperature of that water. This is where the water starts, and it flows very good that way. And it just comes out of nowhere. And I'm seeing water bugs swimming around on the surface. And that's kind of a weird sight to see in the middle of winter. So I'm thinking it is a hot spring. And actually, look at this big piece of steel right here. I would have never seen it if I wouldn't have came down here. Hey, you know what? That looks like that's a nice steel spring. But I think that's part of a railroad car, to be honest with you. I don't know, you know what that is? That's an old vehicle or a trailer, because there's the wheel and there's the frame and there's, looks like the springs. Huh. I think there's a whole body of a car or a truck. Oh, it's hard telling. buried right here. If anybody's interested. It's old too. Probably goes all the way up there, I suppose. Get enough big floods through here, and that'll probably flop out of there one day, I suppose, in the coming century. All right, drum roll, please. I can't say that that's warm. And I don't see where it's coming from. That's just seeping out of the ground enough to where there's a current moving that way. Kind of some weird colored rocks. I don't know if there's some experienced people out there. What these? There isn't any other colored rocks anywhere around here that look like this. That's just this one little section here where the creek magically begins, and it just ends. Just that white rock. About 40 feet of that white rock. And it's just normal on both sides. Someone out there might know what that means. And not to mention, this white rock is absolutely covered in moss, which is unlike most parts of the creek. Maybe because that's warmer. I don't know. I was expecting maybe that water to be real warm feeling. I think it's just seeping out of the ground. Well, that is, for the middle of winter, it's been 20 and 30 and 40 degrees. That water doesn't feel as cold as it should be, I suppose. Interesting. That's not a hot bath. I can't lay down there and bathe, that's for sure. I don't know if you can see the bugs on the surface there. But I don't think that that's a normal thing to see in the middle of winter. Seeing that vehicle, or whatever it was, smack dab right next to that spring, makes you wonder what the story is behind it, you know? I don't think it's any coincidence. That vehicle's exactly right next to the spring. Let's see if we can get this guy. Gotcha. I've been trying to get one of those guys, never been able to do it. Oh yeah, went down there and snatched up a bug or something. Went right back up to his perch. Anybody knows what kind of bird that is, let me know in the comments. It's a weird looking dude. Careful, careful baby. This is where we stopped on the end of the first video. It's actually quite a pretty place. I didn't see it from this angle before. We were down in these tunnels when we stopped. She really likes walking on that stuff like that. I'm not quite sure why. Reminds me of those people you see on them skyscrapers dancing around, doing parkour and stuff. It's just gives you such an uneasy feeling. Hey, it's a nice little place. It's real shallow though, and hopefully I'm not trespassing too bad. Little piece of aluminum or stainless. Little piece of stainless steel. See how it's not rusted at all? It's been in the water and mud and it's not rusted whatsoever. Look at this up here. I think that's pulled up because there's a beaver dam down there. See these trees? All these trees are getting gnawed off by beavers. All these trees. Every one of those stumps you see has been chewed on by beavers. Logs laying down there, both ends chewed off by beavers. Fresh too. That's brand new, look at this. It doesn't get much fresher than that, look at that. I don't even think that's been rained on. It's so fresh. There's tons of minnows in there. That's definitely deep enough for bass and game fish, but I don't know if that beaver dam's new enough or old enough to have a population of big fish, you know. Come on. Okay, come here. This will make it easier. Come here. There you go. Okay. Do it yourself. Go on. Oh, it's deep, huh, baby? Oh, come on, baby. It's deep down there. Oh, that's the first time you ever went swimming? That's the first time? Oh, yeah. That's a hole of water. Now you know what it is. Oh, it's exciting, huh? Yeah. Ooh, there she is. Good dog. Look at this. Super fresh. Busy as a beaver. Somebody's getting their dam on. I thought that was gonna be a beaver dam. It's not a beaver dam. That's definitely not a beaver dam. Huh. Interesting. See, some of it is real old. See how old this is? That's years and years old. But that other stuff was brand new, man. I mean, like done the last, you know, within the last day or two, it looked like. It might be a new beaver that moved into town. Just getting started. Well, it's pretty stuff down here, I'll tell you what. Doesn't get a whole lot better than this. I wish I didn't have to worry about my feet getting wet, like my dog. Oh, right on cue. Just right into the water. Look at these rocks, they're like square tables. It's pretty neat. It's like a bunch of big square pieces of rock in there. What do they call it? Bedrock or whatever. Go on. Oh yeah. There's all these little twigs in there. Or not twigs, but there's all these little branches. Oh, there goes the heron. I saw it in the reflection. Oh, it's a hawk. I wonder if you could see that on the camera. In the reflection, that bird flying past. Cool. There's a bunch of limbs in there with all the bark chewed off. Huh, you know what? He might be building down there somewhere. The more I look, I mean, there's dozens and dozens of those things in there. Huh. Go on, baby. Oh, look at this right here. Go on, go on, go on. Here's actually a beaver trail. My dog just walked up. Down into the water. Big old chunk of steel. Oh, heavy too. Well, I don't think we're going to find a lot of treasure and scrap metal through here, but I've been getting a lot of comments lately saying people really like my videos and say they're relaxing. So, another hawk. If that's the case, I guess we can just walk down this beautiful creek. I'm gonna need something to step on though. That should do the trick. Doesn't get a whole lot better than this. If there's a family of beavers living down here, the next hole of water we could find could be deep and enormous and well established. Good dog. Oh yeah, I know. You better watch out. That's what I did. See all these pieces? Just tons of these limbs, just totally debarked. Not quite sure why. I don't have enough experience on the subject, but for some reason they're leaving all these limbs laying around here. Almost like some young beavers are just kind of learning the ropes maybe or something. There's some kind of little critter hole. I don't know if beavers would live in something like that or not. Definitely a direct trail down into that water. There it is. Big bass. Big, colorful, beautiful bass. This is probably just paradise for that bass. Just super healthy. All the minnows it could ever eat. He was, I'm gonna say 12 inches, 14 inches long. It's a nice little critter trail. Long hair for easy walking. Good dog, I know, it's exciting, isn't it? Yeah, I know. This entire thing is fed by that natural spring. It's just little animal trails and animal runs down into the water, and just, it is a little oasis. And I actually see an enormous pond up there with a fountain in it. Hopefully we're not trespassing, gonna make somebody mad. I don't think we can turn back now though, can we? That's just a little piece of paradise for all these little fish and animals in here. Just clean and almost pristine. Get your occasional piece of rubbish on here and there, but it's not bad. Oh, it's a golf course. Shoot. I had no idea there was a golf course around here. Great big pond. This might be a small lake down there. Good dog. You are getting smart, baby. Just crystal clear water. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than that. Never saw the beaver dam, no, did we? Interesting. I wonder if they're just real stealthy and they just got an underground chamber somewhere. They're not even building a dam. Just building their underground den or whatever. Probably in one of them holes we went past. Hi. That's probably 8 feet deep right there. I just see straight to the bottom. See every little leaf and everything down there. I wonder if this is a private golf course or a public golf course. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Something Country Club. Springdale Country Club, I bet is what this is. Good dog. I know. You never seen nothing like this. I know. Isn't it nice? I know. Good dog. That lake's got to empty out somewhere. I think that's right down there. Let's go have a look. What a pretty golf course. Wow. That's very nice. Yep. Here it is. Goes right out the back end. Seeing some coyote tracks. Sort of dog, maybe. Well, we found the end of the spring water. Well, not the end. It goes into that tube, under the road, and into those woods somewhere, I think. Or maybe it's a storm sewer. Could be a storm sewer. But it's definitely disappearing into those rocks right there. Wherever it's going. But the flood canal does not end, not even close to ending. The floodwater creek, you can see where the spring water goes this way, the natural creek. The flood ravine definitely does not stop. There it is. Flood ravine's dry. That is the end of the line for the standing water. Just want to keep on going. Who knows what could be down there. I see stuff wrapped up down there and I'm just... It's time to head back. I've got to get to FedEx by 7 p.m. Ship off some eBay action. Thanks for watching. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Good job. There's a little chunk. And a golf ball. Little tin pot. I suppose if that fits in there, I could carry that. It's got a handle on it. That'll work out good. I'm gonna take a slightly different way home. Who knows what we might find? Big old galvanized wash tub. Look at that. That'd probably be worth some money. It's got a big hole in the bottom. I'm gonna remember where that's at, and I'll check it out on the internet. See if we can read what that says on the side there. There it is. Check that on the internet. That could be something to come back for. Let's see it. Where I'm walking is, there's a neighborhood up there. See, it's houses, but there's giant privacy fences, and it looks like they've just been throwing stuff over the fence. Into the woods, into this ditch. Look at that right there. Aluminum gutters laying out there. Those white things you see. Who knows what's been thrown over that fence over the last decades. I'm definitely gonna keep a mental note of this place. I gotta get back and ship some stuff off today though. I don't want to be late. eBay doesn't like late shipments, I can tell you that much. If you're selling on eBay, that is priority number one. Get a tracking number and get that tracking number scanned as fast as you possibly can. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Just this whole long stretch. Some kind of venting shaft of some sort has been chucked over the fence there. Interesting bottle. Oh, metal tank there. All kinds of stuff in there. This place might be, by itself, might be a good place to come and explore. Hopefully that galvanized tub is worth some money. That way I have an excuse to come here and have it be profitable, no matter what, you know. Oh, what is that? Marshalltown. Some kind of planer, whatever you call those things. It's kind of got like a lava rock. Oh, it's a sponge. Oh, it's a dried up old sponge. That's got metal on it though. Kind of a neat little rock. You know what? I'm gonna use that for a feeding dish for my turtle. That's almost perfect. That's like something you'd buy in a store for 10 bucks. Check that out. Washed down. Probably came out of one of these storage units in a flood. That sure does look like gold. I'm gonna have to take it home and put it underneath the magnifying glass. So I guess actually finding that little earring right there like that. That earring was definitely on its way to the flood canal. So the people telling me I need to get a metal detector down there, you might be right about that. I just don't know anything about metal detecting. And I don't have a metal detector. And to get one that could decipher between gold and tin steel, I suppose it's probably going to be a couple $100, I guess. But definitely the people were saying take a metal detector down there. That little earring just proved that you're right. I've been thinking about it too. That canal receives floodwater from probably half the city, so yeah, might be something to that. There it is. picked up some of that stuff. I still got some stuff to pick up. I gotta get to FedEx though. Now is when I say, oh, thanks for watching. Again.